Hello and welcome to the episode 2 of VDOIT Podcast, that's VTube. I am Neetu Gupta, CTO and co-founder of VDOIT Technologies. Today we are discussing on a very interesting topic that's critical for the success of enterprise AI, and that's coding and DevOps practices. We have Sidharth Verma, who's our DevOps AI expert at VDOIT Technologies, who has joined us for this topic. Siddharth has been leading our technical operations and DevOps strategy. Welcome, Siddharth.
Thank you, and it is glad to be here. It is very interesting to talk about DevOps with AI because most of the projects they pass on the models, but they fail miserably on deployment and operations.
I agree with you, Siddharth. So let's talk in broader terms. For any standards project or an AI project, in the terms of perspective of coding and DevOps strategy, what do you think are the differences?
There are certain differences when we talk about it because when we talk about just shifting the code with AI, it is not just that. So there are multiple things. There are five main things. So the models, the data pipeline, feature engineering, inference services, and finally the training loops. So there are certain things that add a lot of more complexity to the current process. So DevOps with AI, it basically accounts for data versioning, model inference and model lifecycle, monitoring the current model drift and continuous retraining.
That's quite insightful, Siddharth. So, what do you think has a bigger risk? One is the deployment or the maintenance, or second is just implementing the model. So, what do you think?
Deployment and maintenance has a lot more risk because anyone can make the model in a particular notebook in a controlled environment. But when looking at the deployment, if you can't deploy it and or monitor or run it, then it is of no use. So I think the ROI rise up so fast. So I think deployment is a main risk here.
That's very interesting to know, Siddharth. So, at VDOIT, we believe in the full life cycle instead of building a prototype. So, how do you think the DevOps and the code practices help us in the enterprise AI solutions?
So there are three main pillars to it. So the first one is the infrastructure and the code quality. So while we are designing a project that integrates AI with it, so we need to look at the infrastructure first. So are we building the right thing? And also the code quality, are we implementing the right code practices there? The second thing is the data and model versioning. So with AI, we just need not to just version the software code. We need to version the model, metadata, and the data ingestions tools and everything, every services that we are using along with the model. And the third thing is the monitoring and deployment. So we are integrating containerization services with the help of Docker or Kubernetes. For CI/CD pipelines, we can use Jenkins, and for later monitoring, we can use Grafana, and etc. So we need to look at all these points.
So, I completely understand the different tools being used in the DevOps and the tools that you have been using, Jenkins. Can you elaborate more on this about the GitHub and the Jenkins tool that we are using?
So GitHub is basically about versioning. It is basically used for versioning and control over the code. So we use GitHub for that. And for Jenkins, we basically use it for CI/CD pipeline. So in order to automate the things, in order to automate the model, so that the model can automatically give us the updates. So and everything, and the latest updates can be integrated and delivered to the clients. So for that, we use CI/CD pipelines.
Now, let's get honest. What do you think are the common mistakes an enterprise do in terms of DevOps AI?
In my experience and what we have implemented so far, there are two things that I would like to highlight. The first one is the data ops. We ignore it first. Firstly, we try to ignore it, but it is important to understand that we should merge it with the DevOps part so that there are no problems in the data ingestion pipelines. And the second thing that I would like to highlight is monitoring, because initial monitoring is required. This is very important so that the issues or the bugs can be catch earlier rather than monitoring the project post deployment.
Yeah, I understand that completely. So, for the new organizations for the upcoming months, what do you suggest as a mindset shift for them?
I think they should think of AI as a solution for software plus model plus the data ops. They should not think of DevOps as a just for the software code. They should focus on the entire stack as it is.
Yeah, that's quite interesting and very fabulous work that you have done. So we would like to move on to a rapid fire round now. So are you ready for that?
Yes, ma'am.
So my first question is, one tool every AI DevOps team should adopt.
CI/CD pipelines for automation.
And what's one challenge of implementing AI in DevOps pipeline?
The data quality and volume.
Agree. One mindset you think everyone should avoid.
That's an interesting one. I would think like people should avoid this mindset that AI is a single one-time project, but it is more than that. It is a complete product.
Fantastic. Thanks, Siddharth. I completely agree that the DevOps must go on iteratively for every deployment, just like in every product. This is a rapid fire round. We are completing it. And we are glad to have you here. We have got some good insights about DevOps and strategy. Thanks, Siddharth.
And thank you for having me here. Let's keep having a collaborative approach on deployments.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for tuning into the episode 2 of VDOIT Podcast. If you are working on AI DevOps initiative, you can take the inventory of your pipeline, your versioning, deployment, or monitoring. If you need any help, visit us at VDOITech.com and don't forget to share and leave feedback for any next topic that you would like to listen. We would like to get the relevant guest. Till then, ciao.